Hi, so today we are going to see green chemistry principle number 4. In the previous videos, we have been covering principles of green chemistry. The last third one was regarding designing the safer process. So we got to know that how the process has to be safer, while this particular principle focus on the safer chemical. So let us quickly start. The official statements of this principle says that the new chemical should be designed with great effectiveness and new approaches to minimize the toxicity and harm to the environment. So here they are again saying that whatever product you are making, the reagents which you are using are safe, but then the product which you are making, you should design in them in such a manner that they are minimizing the toxicity. The toxic level should not increase than the conventional one, rather it should decrease from the conventionally existing product. So what you have to work on is to minimizing their toxicity, and it's an interdisciplinary thing, so it depends on which product you are taking. Let us simply take one two case study to understand this fact. The first case could be of antifoliants, which are marine pesticides which are just quoted on this particular ship. Pesticides, we know that they're used to control the organisms basically, and they may be used to control algae, rodents, fish, bird, etc. Well known chemical pesticides include DDT and all, and I hope you remember that DDT was the very first pesticide due to which the green chemistry came into existence, because those pesticides go into the human chain and then they create problem in our human health. Now what is the study is related with those pollens. Basically, in northeastern Pennsylvania, there is one area, there is a little lake where normally a boat riding take place in a particular season of the year. Now in oceans, rock and dock, they are normally covered with algae and seaweed, or it may be covered with diatoms, etc. So there are soft foliants, there are hard foliants which actually get covered, that coat on the hull of the ship. Now what happens is, to remove them we use antifoliants, and what right now I'm talking about is use of antifoliant. Now what is the problem of those foliants? They actually get coated on the hull of the ship. Now since the ship is constantly immersed in the water for several years, these build up, these coating of the same marine organism, that lead to hydrodynamic drag on the ship, and because of this drag, that is responsible for increased fuel usage and higher operational and environmental cost. So obviously it's not a greener thing, right? So what you have to do is, you have to avoid these foliants, so you have to coat the hull with the antifoliant. That is also a problem, because it would cost the shipping industry around 3 billion a year because of this. If you are not using it, is adding to the fuel cost, and if it is left untreated, that also is a problem, because if you keep it in a dry cock, and like if you're cleaning them again and again, then you have to include the downtime also. That also is a problem. So the safer solution is you use an antifoliant. Now what is the problem with antifoliant? Normally the antifoliant which was used earlier was a organotin compound, which is tributyl tin oxide, TBTO. But TBTO have long half-lives and it remains in the environment for greater than 6 months. It can bioconcentrate in the marine life, and that is why it is toxic to them. And at the same time, it can also enter the food chain. The moment you eat those marine organisms, fish, etc., it goes in the human health also. So that is why organotin antifoliants are being phased out globally. So what was the greener alternative is making the antifoliant, which is like green, DCOI. So this is a classic example of designing safer chemical. Principle number 4 क्या है ये? बेसिकली ये है आइसो थायोजोलोन फैमिली एंटीफोलेंट की. रॉम एंड हैस हैव गॉट दिस prestigious presidential green chemistry award also for designing less toxic than current alternative material. So what was the current alternative? Was the tin oxide material. Now what they have made is less toxic. And how does it work? So you just have to coat the hull, treat it with DCOI, and you can see the difference here. It is coated with DCOI and here it is not coated with DCOI. So what happens is, at the hull, when you coat the paint, you have to mix it with the paint, and your coating is with DCOI. Now when the marine organism come here, it does not get a direct contact with the hull, right? It is coming in contact with the DCOI. So this DCOI prevents the use of these when the material get attached, it does not allow the protein to enter into the metabolic process. It does not allow them to reproduce and increase the volume and all. So the organism itself detaches on its own, and it searches for more hospitable environment to grow, but this does not find the environment to grow. So the organism will come once, but it will detach itself on its own. That is how this antifoliant work. So this is one of the example. Coming to the second case study, which is related to circuit board. Now as we know that like circuit boards do have coating of toxic flame retardant, which is a problem. But now if you want to change that flame retardant and without sacrificing the performance, there are many factors which come into picture: complexity, investment, depth of innovation, and then there are certain materials which you can use. So that is how it's a interdisciplinary thing. If you'll ask some chemical engineer, that will give you some solution related to chemical substance. If you'll ask to electrical or mechanical engineer, they might adopt another technology like heat dissipation. If you ask material scientists, they'll go in the resin, etc. So this is one of the case study which I can give it to you related to circuit board. So I think with that, a very brief explanation of green principle number 4, which is designing safer chemical, I think you are able to understand that we have to design the product which is at the end is comparatively safer with respect to what is already been commercialized. So you just have to improve your product with using the principle number 4, and that's how you will go green. So with that, I have come to the end of the video. Please hit a like and mention in the comment. It is a great motivation to me. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe for few more updates. Thank you so much.